it comes to doing up your place, the fence might not be the first thing on your list, but it's the first thing you see. And one like this is a real letdown, so let's turn it into something you can be proud of. And doing it up, well, it's not as hard as you might think. This lattice probably dates back to the 80s, and back then it would have looked great, but now it's looking a little bit worse for wear, so it has to go. But the posts are solid, so they're staying. The existing brickwork's in pretty good condition, so I'm going to be saving it and building the new fence on top. But as you can see, the bricks are old and dated, and they're going to let down the look of our new fence. So I'm going to wash it down with a high-pressure hose to get any dirt and grime off, and then give it a coat of paint. For the top half of the fence, I'm going to be making a sequence of frames out of some 70x45 treated pine. And to fix the frame together, I'm just using 100mm long galvanized bugle screws, which will keep our frame nice and strong. Before I attach these frames in place, I'm just going to paint them black first so I don't get paint all over the brickwork. And while I'm at it, these posts that I'm saving, I'm going to give them a coat of black paint too. For the brickwork, I'm just using a standard external paint, but the trick here is you want to make sure that you get a nice fat nap roller. That way it gets into all these grooves. For the colour, well, that's Nile clay. And for anyone that does have an old brick fence at home, you can just see by giving it a lick of paint how much better it looks. And to hold the frames in place, I'm just using 100mm anchor screws. That should keep everything nice and sturdy. Because the electric drill doesn't fit inside the frame, I'm using the cordless drill to mark my holes, then removing the frame and going through with the electric drill. Depending on your budget, you could use a pine board to dress up the front of this fence, and you can paint it or stain it to make it look like a hardwood. For me, first impressions count, so I'm going the real deal and using a Merbau decking board. When you are putting your boards up, it's a good idea to remember to stagger the joints just like you would on a deck. Otherwise, you're going to end up with straight lines all through your fence. It will look hideous. And the other thing I'm doing is using 10mm spacers in between the boards. And to finish it off, I'm just putting a capping piece on top. What a difference a new front fence makes, but this one goes around the corner with a gate in between. Now, if you don't have an existing brick fence out the front like we did, you can still get the same look if your posts are in good condition. If not, you're just going to have to dig a few holes and put some posts in. To get my starting point, I've just levelled a line around from the front and then worked down from that. That way I know when the fence is complete, all my gaps are going to line up. Now, I just need to work up. What's a fence without a gate? I'm putting one together with a pre-made steel frame. How good does that look? And as you can see, all our gaps line up. Now, because I've used Merbau and it leaches tannin, you can use this power prep. Spray it on, leave it for about 15 minutes, and then high-pressure hose it off, and you're ready to coat. And to protect the timber and stop it leaching, I'll use an Ultradex stain in Merbau, which will bring out the rich red colour. The fence is the first thing you see, so you want to build something you can be proud of. And I think we've done just that.